Welcome to the Boys Only Cast, the only podcast that takes about an hour to actually start because we suck. My name's Devin. I'm joined with Curtis.
I'm here.
He's here, and Mikey.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you this fine evening?
I am tired. Before we get
Of
into
life?
yeah. Before we fully get into it, the Boys Only podcast comes out every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. On Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at the Boys Only Fort. That's about it. That's all I've got to say to start. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so the big news. PlayStation 5.
Oh no. You mean
What's your opinion? First off, what's your opinion on how it looks?
Well,
it looks
when I
my
first
router
saw
with
it,
two
it
pieces of
was
paper
like,
on it.
yeah, it was like, what is this thing? But I don't know. It kind of grew on me a little bit. It's certainly better than that stupid Xbox rectangle thing. At least they're trying to have some kind of different design, even though it looks like a router or just like a general boring piece of technology, you know?
The refrigerator.
Yeah, that thing's so
Like
stupid.
the
I mean,
PlayStation, it
Microsoft's pretty
reminds
much
me.
to blame for all these terrible, boring console designs anyway, you know?
True.
But
the Xbox
but does
One
it
and stuff.
does it really matter if the console looks boring or not?
Well, it should look cool. I mean, like think of
Why?
like the GameCube and the Dreamcast and the N64 and all these consoles. Like they look cool, you know? Like why not just
Like,
make it look cool?
I think this console, it looks like concept art for like early like 360, like what the PS4 was like rumored, or PS3 what it was rumored to look like.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
what it
and
feels like to me.
I know what you mean.
This is where I don't agree with the whole like a console has to look cool. You wanna know where my console sits? Off to my side, where it plays the game for me.
Yeah, I don't look at it. I mean, I don't like
Then-
look at my console when I'm playing a game. I'm just saying like it'd be better if it had like a cool design to it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the console itself, but you know,
That's why.
presentation.
But Xbox is no longer trying to sell consoles; they're trying to sell Game Pass.
Yeah, I know, and that was the whole point of the Xbox One is that would be like your entertainment unit for everything, not just games and
Oh, the
all that
Xbox One.
nonsense. You know, so
Yeah.
I get
But
making it
X-
look boring so it blends in with every other kind of like
Well,
box
that-
that you would
Microsoft
have
flubbed with the Xbox One.
big time.
I don't.
They
think
wanted
so.
to do that media idea, be
Yeah.
that one center idea, but then it kind of like just fell apart.
Well, and the whole Connect thing is
Like it was Don
always
Matrick,
online.
right? He was the head at the time.
I don't even remember what the guy's name was. I just remember how disastrous the
he-
reveal was.
And then Phil Spencer took over, and then it's been smooth sailing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, anytime you try to release a console and you're like, yeah, online only, then you know it's going to be a disaster.
Oh
Well,
my god.
to be fair, that was a whole new like concept to try and push through because we were pushing at that point to like a fully online world.
Yeah,
So
But-
it was an idea that kind of fit the time, and now you look at it now and it's like, yeah, people still aren't always online. So
exactly. It's very unreliable, so you know. But yeah, PS5 though. I mean, there it is. The controller, I don't know,
Well,
I-
even like the
maybe it'll be
size of
cool.
it, I sent a picture in one of the Discord chats that just takes all the like disk
Yeah.
drive sizes and just compares them.
right. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. See, that is a pretty
And like
beefy
that
unit.
PS5 looks huge.
Yeah, really, holy shit. That thing's gonna be real big. And I
Big
guess you
boy.
can't, it doesn't look like you can lay it down on its side either.
There's a stand for it,
Oh, okay.
so let's try to find what it looks like.
I don't know. I just fucking both consoles, take them both, make them look exactly the same, and just slap a different logo on it.
Like it doesn't look bad when it's on its side, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Oh, that's a little weird.
I still
kinda
think
like
it
a
looks
little-
dumb.
It's like opening up or something. Some weird kind of like sliced cheese. I don't know.
Sandwich.
Yeah, kind of
It-
sandwichy, something like that. But
It's like it's like the marketing trying to like make the burger look good by putting all of the ingredients on one side.
yeah, it kind of when you look at it like that, yeah. But no, I don't know. I mean, in terms of like the games that they showed, I think it's really nothing that crazy. Like the Spider-Man, the Miles game kind of looks like it's just going to be like an expansion of the last Spider-Man game instead of like a full-on new game, you know? Like it doesn't
Mhm.
look like it's going to be like a sequel to that game, more of like a full-on just DLC new game kind of thing, you know? Like that kind of deal.
Yeah, like I'm intrigued by it though.
Oh yeah, it'll probably
Like
be awesome. I mean, no, it'll definitely be awesome because the Spider-Man game was so good and new
I haven't played
graphics
it
and
actually,
capabilities. It's a
just because I don't have a
really
PlayStation 4, 5.
I wouldn't say that it's a game that you should buy the console for because once you beat the game, like that's kind of it. Like for me, I haven't played the game since I beat it, but it was a
Are
really
there like
good
collectibles?
experience.
Yeah, wasn't there
Yeah,
like
you
a
can
big
get like the
collection?
backpacks and you get the backpacks and some other stuff. So there's stuff to get, but me
Oh,
personally,
so if you're like a completionist kind of guy,
yeah, you could still go for more and kind of just swing around the world
Th-
and stuff.
that
Like it's a game that if I played it when I was like 10 or something like that, then I would play it all the time and
Well-
just want to swing around the world, you know.
Well, but that's the thing though. Like it's a single player game. There's only so much in a sense you can do with it.
Yeah, and like I said,
So
when I was
you
a
saying
kid,
if you were 10 you would have enjoyed it more, but like
yeah,
you enjoyed it for the time they intended someone with your play style to enjoy it.
yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's the same
Yeah.
because yeah, all those games I liked when I was a kid, like Driver 3, I'd just drive around and create my own story in my head. But now when I play games, I want to do something like, well, I pretty much just play Call of Duty, you know, just get in there and boom, boom.
Boom boom.
But no, yeah, in terms of the games they revealed, nothing too crazy. But I mean, launch titles are never really that thrilling anymore, you know.
My new
So-
thing is like, again, I don't really I don't really play any other games besides RuneScape at this point, but like I avoid everything. Again, like the only reason I knew about a couple of games were because I looked in our Discord where people were talking about stuff. Like that's the only way I know games are coming out is basically I hear it from other people. I don't really pay attention anymore.
Yeah,
are
it's
you
always
guys excited
it's
about
just
GTA
acknowledged.
5?
Did they already
Yeah.
announce that they're releasing GTA 5 on the PS5?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and
I
it's a
think
smart
they're like
decision.
enhancing it a bit too more.
It's a smart
Yeah,
decision.
More.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
of course they were gonna do that, but what are they gonna do? Make it look a little bit better?
Probably, maybe
But it doesn't matter.
better for FPS.
It doesn't matter if it looks a little better. It's people are gonna buy the new console and then they're gonna want to play
The
GTA.
game they've already been playing.
Yeah, but again, until that player base dies down, they're not gonna make a new one
Yeah, that's true enough. It makes sense.
because we were
They wanna
talking
get
we
the
were
most
we were
they
talking
can
about it
out of the game.
we were talking about it in Discord the other day. They're right now like on Steam alone, they're sitting at like 100K players.
Yeah, so they're doing pretty good
Yeah.
for themselves.
So, like, and their console players probably have to be a lot more because there's a lot more console players or a lot more casual gamers than the hardcore
no,
PC
exactly.
people. So,
And no, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I was seeing something like the new COD they're gonna release this year is like a disaster. I think that's what I saw, that it's in production disaster. It's supposed to be a Black Ops reboot, which is dumb. Like, what are they just gonna set it in like the 60s again and just make like the same game but different? Like what?
well, unless sorry, is it a reboot or like just like a remaster?
Reboot, like an actual like reboot, like the next. That's what they say. The next Call of
Maybe
Duty
they
game
could
will just
go
be, like,
in. Maybe they could like focus more on like
Vietnam
what was his
or
name?
something.
Hudson, like the CIA side.
Oh, yeah, they're characters instead of like specific events. Yeah.
Even though I guess Woods and
Well-
Mason were technically CIA, but like
Yeah, and to be fair, Modern Warfare is a reboot of Modern Warfare, so it's not
Mhm.
it's not weird that the next game would be a reboot of another game if they've done Modern Warfare, you know.
give
And
me
Modern
back
Warfare,
the. Oh, sorry.
No, I was saying Modern Warfare is a different enough game. Like it's not just COD 4 or anything like that. So you know,
Give me the that like jungle online map, not the one they remade in whatever Call of Duty. I think was it Black Ops 4 that had it remade?
Black Ops 4 they remade Jungle. Yeah,
Yeah. Is it actually just called Jungle?
yeah, it's called Jungle,
I just know it as the jungle map.
and you would be correct. But
Hell
but
yeah. Look at that. I'm a gamer.
they just added Scrapyard to Modern Warfare as well.
Scrap. Which one was Scrapyard?
The one at the plane in the middle from Modern Warfare 2. All the maps they keep adding to the game are pretty much just Modern Warfare.
Oh.
Modern
Okay.
Warfare 2
Yeah, that was a
maps.
good map. I like that one. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I closed Chrome.
But no, I haven't seen too much on the PS5. I mean, I think something like that you kind of gotta wait a bit. I think it'd be kind of dumb to buy a system at launch. Like you wanna see what they're gonna do. There has to be something to sell me on the system. You know,
Yeah.
games or something like that. And you gotta wait a while nowadays before you get games that truly optimize that, like the console and everything itself and its new abilities. I'm sure they'll make a Killzone game right away, so they could. All the Killzone games are just like tech demos for the systems, you know.
Are Killzone games even fun?
I've had absolutely no fun trying to play any of them.
Okay.
I tried to play number 3, I didn't like it, and I tried to play Shadowfall, and I didn't like it.
Wait,
so I don't like
was
them.
Killzone? They had like a game recently, or no?
I don't think so. Shadowfall was came out towards
No.
the beginning of the PS4.
I'm thinking Homefront.
Wasn't that
Oh,
supposed to be
yeah.
like Sony's Halo killer?
Probably.
Yeah, they tried. I think Killzone 2, or the original Killzone was on PS2, their online game, one of their online games on the PS2. But yeah, it definitely is just kind of boring. You know, there's really nothing exciting about it.
What about Gun?
Go fuck.
I never played it, but I've seen it in so many pawn shops and so many
Oh
EV
man,
games and everything.
that's a pawn shop classic. Okay, when I worked at the pawn shop, I'm trying to think. The most popular games that came in were, Uncharted, the Need for Speed games, and of course sports games. So we never paid for sports games unless they were the current year or the year before, because then you would just have endless copies of NHL 11 on 360 and stuff like that, and especially in the back. But those Need for Speed games too, they really piled up, and there's so many copies of Killzone and Infamous, and all these games were $1.
Yeah,
and nobody would
because
buy
it's
them.
the bundle games, right?
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like those kind of bundle games, or games that just became really
Shit.
cheap and really popular, like Infamous and Uncharted and games like that. And because Halo and stuff always sold, those games never really stuck around. But it was always interesting to see what titles would just stack up, because somebody would bring in a bunch of PS3 games expecting so much, and it would just be yeah, you got nothing here, buddy. What, I'm gonna give you 30 cents for Uncharted 1? Don't even bother.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
And with retro older games, there was never really a case like that, except nobody really bought PS2 games, so you'd end up with a lot of those iToy games, their
iToy.
shitty webcam, early Connect kind of thing. Or I think it was called iToy. Where
You mean the Connect killer?
the Connect hadn't come out yet, so technically the Connect could be the iToy killer, but they're
True.
no, I don't remember if they had a webcam attachment for the PS3.
Just remember,
I think they had
Xbox.
something.
Xbox was the more or less the console to have until PS4. Even then, PS4 started off
Well, yeah, the 360 was an absolutely huge console. I mean, it was easily way bigger than the PS3, undeniably. But
Oh my
it's
God,
kind of
I
like
can't see.
Sony. The PS2, I would say, was definitely the winner of that console war. And the 360 was the next winner, and the PS4 was the next.
I'm trying to find the date though of when even the PS4 didn't outsell the Xbox One right away.
Right.
It was still I'd say even 4 years, Probably only like
well, I think
2, 3, 4 years ago they started outselling the Xbox One.
in 2018 was an amazing amazing year for the PS4 in terms
Yeah.
of exclusives. Like they had God of War and Spider-Man and all
Man,
kinds of titles that year.
Can't believe God of War is already 2 years old.
Yeah, I can't believe I haven't played it, even though I bought it on release day.
Oh my god.
But no, I don't know. Like it was always interesting, and I'm trying to think. Like the most common consoles were Wii's, and I think at one point we had like 12 Wii's. There was like 12 Wii's, and we were like, we got to get rid of these. So I know I keep saying Wii
we gotta
unintentionally.
get rid of the Wii.
We had to like mark them down to like $10, $10 or $15 with a free game. That was the only way to like sell them all.
Honestly, that's a deal. I'd take that.
Yeah, because there was so many. Like it was ridiculous, and pretty much there was like a whole room of broken systems and stuff, and most of them were the old 360s, like the Red Ring 360s.
Yeah.
So never took those. There were a bunch of hard drives and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my little anecdote. So I'll say to anyone, if you want to sell games to a pawn shop, do not bring sports games, Uncharted, or any of those big games. Don't do it.
No, the real thing is, if you want to sell a game to a pawn shop, just don't. Just sell it.
Just don't. Like
Sell
honestly,
it on like eBay or something. You can make more on
like,
eBay than bringing it to fucking GameStop or
at the place
anywhere.
At the place I worked, it was 30% of GameStop value for new games. That's what you would get.
Mm-hmm.
And that's GameStop. So even though because the games there weren't priced by Canadian prices, they were priced by the American prices.
No.
So if the game was on GameStop for $15, then we put the game out for $15 Canadian. So if a game just came out, instead of judging by the $80 price for our dollar, we judge it by the $60 price kind of thing. So you'd get even less than you think, you know?
Also, to go back with the fact that you guys had so many Wii consoles, it's also with the fact of the Wii being, what is it, the number 6 most selling console, and they sold 101 million.
Yeah, it was an insane amount.
So yeah, there's a disgusting
the PS4 outsold the Wii?
Yep.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that, honestly.
Only from like this year alone so far has probably done what, like 10 million sales, I'd say.
Do the sales also include like the PS Pro?
Oh, probably.
I'm assuming that's what this like
I think they bundle it as the same console.
here on Wikipedia.
What's the least selling one? Is the Atari 5200? I'm surprised.
Oh, is it? Honestly, I'm
I
trying to
kinda
figure
wanna
out what the
get-
little hash beside it means, but
I'm not sure what I want to do. If I want to just buy a PlayStation 4 Pro, like get a bundle with a bunch of games, like
Yeah.
that I want to play, like The Last of Us, Spider-Man, and get it like just on a cheap deal or something,
yeah.
or like
Well,
just wait and
once-
get the PlayStation 5. But like I'm only gonna really be playing like a couple games here and there.
Well,
Yeah,
The real
once
question
the PS5
is-
comes
Because
out,
I'll
the
probably be
PS4 will
buying
real
the
cheap.
Series X though too.
Oh.
the thing is though, are a lot of the new PlayStation 5 games going to be what
on
am
the
I trying to say?
PS4 as well.
Yeah, are they going to be back?
Because when the PS4 came out, they also released a lot of titles on the PS3. So you had games like Ghost that were on the PS3, and then they would say get $10 off for buying the PS4 version or something like that. And they tried to make the PS3's lifespan last for, I think, like 5 or so years from the release of the PS4. So they tried to like keep it around for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
For anyone who hadn't made the switch. So they'll probably be like, like the next Call of Duty, like all those big games, like all the sports games and stuff, will probably also release on the PS4 as well, naturally,
Well,
for the next couple years.
if I can get Last of Us 2 on PS4, then I'll wait until the PS5 drops and people start selling PS4s for like $150. I'll pick one up then, because
Yeah, that'll come soon enough.
then I can play all the games that I've missed through PS4s. I mean, the last couple of years, really, like 5-year-old PS4 games, honestly, that I would want to play. I don't know if there's any. Like maybe Uncharted 4 came out with PS4.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even know how
That
old
game's
that is
cheap.
though.
I'm not too sure either. But yeah, definitely if you do that, you're gonna get stuff real cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I'd probably still end up buying the games digitally, so I'd still probably get fucked on pricing.
yeah, that's true. Cause yeah, that's the thing about the PS5 is now they're releasing it with the disc drive and with the digital version like at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. You think at this point like companies would try to get crazy and not have a disc drive at all, you know?
Yeah, like the
Like this-
Xbox One sad.
The Xbox One's sad.
Yeah, the Xbox One S all digital.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
But I think the idea of all digital is just really bad because, like you said, you're going to be paying way more for games. That's terrible.
Well,
Used games are like, you know, that's important shit. Like that's what you want because that's how you're going to get deals.
but that's
I
the
know
thing.
game companies don't want that because they don't get any money because that's a unit that already sold.
But that's the thing. I could think about it this way. If I wanted to play Black Ops, which I bought Black Ops recently digitally, I think it was $15, 15 or 20 Canadian. It was like 10 o'clock at night when I wanted to get it. Do I want to wait until the next day? Or I could just buy it right now and spend the
if you have
couple extra
internet
bucks.
like me, you would have to wait until the next day because it wouldn't install for another day.
But I'm talking like fucking think about it in the States. In the States, like I think everybody has like availability to decent internet, I believe.
Well, no, yeah, I
could
know
be
I get
wrong.
what you mean. It's the convenience factor, but I would ultimately, me myself, I would want to save money. But
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It's at any available to you anytime you want it to be. You know?
I'd say you can't say digital was a bad idea considering places like EB Games and GameStop are going out of business.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely it wasn't a good move for someone like you.
Well,
Is
you
what
also
it
have to
is.
consider Amazon too. And
But Amazon's game
Walmart's.
sales aren't gonna. Even Walmart's electronics sections are dwindling, or they've had the
Yeah.
same games with the same stock for how long?
Yeah, like physical games are dying. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. But
Yeah.
like also like this is also factors too why like EB games are dying too.
Yeah, but I still don't think Amazon's
I think
game sales are
Amazon's
that
a
high.
big well, I think it's still like a big contributor because a
Yeah.
lot of the time you
Oh,
can
I'm
get,
not saying it's not.
you get
like,
you get the shipping to your day, like
yeah,
to your door, like sometimes like the day of release, if you get lucky.
depending on the game, because some
Yeah.
people won't risk the fact of like a game getting lost in the mail and someone getting the game like a day early or whatever.
Yeah, well, it depends on the game too.
Yeah. It's the fact of like they made digital also that much more like that much better. It's like I don't have to go to a midnight release and the game could already be installed ready to go, unlike
Yeah,
a midnight
I guess
release.
they have that pre-install or whatever they call it kind of thing.
Yeah, and the midnight release, even if you own the game physically with how it is now, you're still going to be installing something when you put the game
Oh
in.
yeah, like I say, like if it's me, like I'm not gonna be able to play a game the day I buy it. You know,
Well,
it's gonna be a fat installation.
For someone like you though, when you can pre-install it a couple days before, you just pre-install it like 3 days before, it'll be ready to go.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. I don't know. I just I like the idea of having things be cheaper. It's the easiest way of putting it. But
in the terms of a brand new game, is it cheaper?
oh yeah, a brand new game. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But no, I don't know. Like PS5, like I said, I'm gonna definitely wait and see where it goes. And I mean, yeah, I'll probably buy it, but I'm not itching for a new console right now. I mean, like I said, I'm very casual. I just want to fucking play a little bit of Modern Warfare. I'm good, you know, or some older games. That's what I like to do, pretty much.
yeah, I like to
Some
play
kind of
old
good.
games too.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
No,
if I want to play something, I like to
I'm-
play like some NES games or something.
I'm saying I like to play old games because me and Mikey play games from
'Cause
fucking
RuneScape.
2001.
Because RuneScape.
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Me never.
Yeah, Mikey only plays the newest of new games, like
Yeah.
old school
I only
RuneScape
play
and
Shell, you know.
Rocket League.
Yeah.
Classics
Those are-
like Madden every single year.
Rocket
Yeah,
League kind of a relic
chill.
by now, right?
Yeah, you fucking pay EA that monthly fee for
Not
access to
monthly.
their. Isn't it monthly?
It's a yearly thing.
Oh, oh no.
Guess how much I pay?
It's isn't it like $60?
No.
How much is it?
Let me check just to confirm.
Hey, for any, for any-
$29.99.
Wait, what is this? What is this for?
$29.99.
I'm
Okay.
confused.
It's EA access, and they give you. Is it access to any game or only certain EA games?
Certain EA games.
So it's like Game Pass for EA in a sense, but not every EA
Oh.
game. Or some games
Yeah,
you just get.
And then you
at a
also get
cheaper
discounts
price.
on EA games
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Okay.
And DLC.
You're pretty much giving EA $30 a year to give them more money, anyways.
Right. So it's that kind of weird thing.
Well, I mean, like, I get to play the games.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. I never liked that.
Like,
about,
I literally
how-
have to just play one game that's worth more than $30 to get my
And you're-
value
you're-
out of it.
For me though,
Yeah.
it's like I don't support EA in any ways because EA games have just something about EA I've never really liked anymore recently.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's EA. Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
um,
And well, they
EA
released
Sports. It's the
Battlefield, and they're like, it's gonna be the best shooter in the fucking world. And it's just Battlefield every year.
well, they utterly destroyed Battlefront.
Yeah,
So
I've never.
I mean,
again,
well,
I
I know.
haven't played
I know
Battlefront.
everyone-
Battlefront 2 honestly turned out to be like a solid multiplayer game.
But
that
Battlefront-
sucks. It took
It took a while.
Battlefront
Yeah.
2, it took them making people hate Battlefront 1 so fucking much. And then was the whole microtransaction thing Battlefront 2?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was both games actually.
Yeah.
They both
But
had
there was that
microtransactions.
huge backlash that they had to release like a statement and everything. I think that was
Yeah,
2.
oh yeah, like that Reddit comment, pride and
Yeah.
accomplishment.
Like,
Man, if they had just released the proper Battlefront 3 that they were working on, then all would have been good.
just
All
think
would have
about
been
it.
well.
EA mainly started microtransactions.
Well, at least like we say, like certain games, like with Modern Warfare, they got rid of loot boxes and all that kind of garbage. So I
But
think
don't they have a season pass?
certain games, there's a season pass or a battle
Yeah.
pass or whatever. So,
So
there's still stuff like that. There's still microtransactions, yes, but
No,
it's not
but that's
as
what I mean. They
it's
got
not
rid
as
of,
like it's not as aggressive in the game as it was in World War II.
But that's
you
the
know?
thing. Because loot boxes are no longer the big thing. Because Counter Strike's dying. All those kind of games are dying. And Fortnite came out with the fucking season pass. And now everyone's like, season passes are the new thing.
Right.
So then,
Well,
in like a
I don't
couple
know.
years,
No, it's
season
Battle
passes are probably
Pass,
gonna
'cause
die.
Modern
Battle Pass,
Warfare
season pass,
doesn't.
it all, it's
Modern
all the same thing.
Warfare.
Yeah,
Modern
until
Warfare
they
doesn't
find
have
something more
downloadable
proper.
maps. Like
But Curtis,
all the maps are free in that game.
Battle
Like, they add
Pass
new
and
maps
season
for
pass
free.
are all the same thing.
Yeah, like
I know, but like
back in the day,
season
map
pass,
packs used to be the DLC that would
Yeah.
make money, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
what I mean. Like when I think season pass, I think map packs. You know
Not anymore.
what?
But remember,
Not
like Infinity
anymore.
Ward's like MW2 DLC like map packs, they were like 16 or how many MS points were they? Like
1800 or
1600.
something like that.
Yeah, and that's like $20.
Yeah, they're really expensive. Those map
20
packs.
Canadian, like damn, dude.
There was a cool kind of exploit on Black Ops where if you logged into somebody's
Yeah,
account on your
yeah.
360, you had the map packs, and then you log back into your account, you would have the map packs without having to buy them.
Well, there was a little bit more to that. You had to hack your Xbox account to make it say it had DLCs. So you
Well,
were
you didn't have to hack it. I never hacked anything to make it work.
sorry.
for-
The way I did it, I modded it with someone who didn't own the map packs.
Oh, okay.
So we modded the map packs on ourselves. You could install it into your account.
I'd like
Right.
to just say something quickly. EA Access has Army of Two.
The
So-
first one.
Yep.
I mean, they got one thing
That's a
going
pawn
for them.
shop classic.
What they
Man.
have like the Bad Company 1, Black on the original Xbox,
If I want to play Bad Company 1 though, I just have to plug my 360 in.
the Dead Space trilogy, Dragon Age.
all those games. Like, well, again, some of those games I
Burnout
just play on my
Paradise
PC.
Remastered. Yeah.
Wait,
Mass
sorry,
Effect.
Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Dragon Age is good on console, not on PC.
Yeah. Origins 2 and Inquisition.
Oh, not the Origins one.
Yeah, like isn't Origins the first one?
Oh, I thought you said Origins 2 though.
Yeah, they have Origins, comma, Dragon Age 2,
Oh,
comma, and Inquisition.
but yeah, it is Dragon Age 1 on PC. I think is a point and click. Meanwhile, on the Xbox or like on console, I think it's like a regular, like kind of like Skyrim. I think.
Mm-hmm. I know EA Access on PC, like with Origins, different.
No, but what I'm saying though is like that. I'm meaning the game itself, not EA Access. Like that Dragon Age Origins on PC is dumb.
Yeah, but like also just EA's Origin or whatever it's called, their platform is dumb too.
The only money EA has gotten out of me in the last few years was Sims 4. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah. EA doesn't really care about
Sims
PC
4.
ports, eh?
No.
Like they just don't care.
I bought Sims 4 and I bought all the Command and Conquer games, but those were like $20. So EA will never get more than $100 from me.
That's your cap, $100. That's the cap.
Yeah, so I can never buy anything again from EA.
Yeah, you're at your limit.
It's okay because the Command and Conquer guys are they just remastered Red Alert 1 and Command and Conquer 1, and they're working it on under their own thing, not EA.
Those are N64 games.
What?
Were those on the N64 Red Alert?
They might have been, but like they're PC as well.
Okay.
What the?
There we have it.
Fucking got him.
Oh yeah, a game I started playing, but I never really got far into. The Outer Worlds. It's made by Obsidian, the dudes who did New Vegas.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. What I played of it
The Outer Worlds. When did that come out?
last year.
Sometime it was on Game Pass.
For me, about 5 setup move arounds ago. Let's see, Outer Worlds. I don't want to see sales even. Oh, it sold 2 million games. October 25th, 2019. So yeah, almost not even close to a year ago, like 8 months ago.
Right.
It was a fun game. There was like it looked really good too.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't really far into the game, but like I just wanted to explore. But like it seemed like a smaller map. Like the exploration areas didn't seem too huge.
The
Like,
areas
again, that was-
themselves, yeah.
Yeah.
But there were apparently a lot of worlds, but then every world was like small. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but absolutely fucked.
I even tried to play like a little No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
It seemed okay. I couldn't get into it.
Well, it's out on PC Game Pass, and I kind of want to play it, so I don't know. I'll probably end up playing it eventually. Curtis, are you still playing Dead or Alive?
Well, I tried to play Dead or Alive a few months ago, but I couldn't get a game. I love Dead or Alive. I love Dead or Alive 6. I had a lot of fun at that game. It was actually a fighting game that was pretty no nonsense. Like it's not like Street Fighter where there was like a billion different combinations to remember.
Well, I
Dead or
mean,
Alive 6 was a game I felt that I can actually be good at, and I could actually win games online, which was different. So I had a lot of fun with it. I love the character designs and everything in that
isn't
game.
the whole reason of the Dead or Alive franchise just tits?
Well, that's an oversimplification. The gameplay is actually really good. I like the combat in the game. It's quite fun, you know? I mean, yes, the character designs are nice, but it would be nothing without good gameplay, you know? And yeah, like I liked the game a lot. It was very fun. But the last time I tried to play, I couldn't get a match, so I haven't played it since then.
Wow.
It's quite tragic. I know.
You're a hater of the game now.
No, I'm not a hater of the game. I just
Think the
haven't tried to
game's
play it. So.
stupid now.
No, I don't. I was playing
Wow,
as
hater.
what was
Curtis
her
is a
name?
Hater confirmed.
What was her name? Oh, Li Fang. That's who I was maining as in the game.
Le Fang.
Li Fang. But no, I don't know if what they're doing with that series. If they're coming up with a new game or something.
Weren't they like the old beach volleyball? Wasn't that what it was before? Dead
No,
or
that's a
Alive?
spin-off series.
Well, that's what I remember it for. So
Yeah, there was one. I don't remember which one it was, but they got it banned from being released in the Western world. They were just kind of like because Sony's gotten really stupid about that, where they won't release certain games. Like they've had a really tighter grip on
Well-
censorship and stuff like that.
is it Sony or is it like the ESRB saying like this game's gonna be rated like adult
No, it's
only?
people on Twitter, because it's not nudity. There's not nudity in these games.
But
it's just the
also
content itself.
the ESRB is a pain in the ass. Like they see a guy smoking a cigarette in a game and they're like, "Oh, it's rated M. It's gonna teach kids how to smoke cigarettes."
I don't know, but in the case of Dead or Alive, the volleyball one, I'm pretty sure it was specifically backlash from people who wouldn't have even cared about the game or anything like it. Similarly, who just got it blocked from release, to my understanding. But
I bet it was
No,
you.
I don't know.
You didn't want it. You were like, no,
I didn't want it.
don't want booby
said
game in my
no.
world.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's Doom only. I will only play Doom.
No
I
booby
play
game.
Doom. I play Doom 64. That's it.
Curtis
Fuck
is like,
Doom
keep my video games pure.
I hate Doom 64 because the game is so dark, like literally so dark, that you have to turn your screen brightness up all the way to even see what's going on in that game.
Well, then maybe
And
you
just
should
by-
turn
just
your
by
screen
default.
brightness up.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to do that to play a game. That's stupid. That's why I've never gotten past the first stage in that game, because I'm like, this is dumb.
Wow. Someone worked real hard on that for you to just call it dumb.
Straight up.
Well, if they work so hard on it, then they shouldn't have decreased the brightness so much, you know?
Can't believe you're
They
just
should
such a
have-
hater.
They should have leveled it out a little bit better, you know?
Such a hater.
I'm a massive hater, that's for sure.
Oh, wow. I'm telling the creators.
Okay, you tell them.
I already did. They're on their way.
Yeah. Okay, bring them on. But I don't think I told the story. When it came to games at the pawn shop, there was we got a copy of Little Samson on the NES once.
Little Samson.
And Little Samson's one of the hardest to find NES games. It's not the most rare, but it's one of those that it goes for over $1,000 usually. And what did it sell for? I think it sold for about $1,100 when we finally put the game out, because somebody pawned it, and I don't think it was his copy because he didn't care to actually come and get it back. So yeah, it was sitting out there for like 11 or 1,200, and then some guy came in, and eventually he bought it for 11, and we all watched in horror after he purchased the game and took a screwdriver and opened up the cartridge to make sure it was real, and he brought his own fake copy with him just to compare, and he's like, yeah, you can tell it's real because the screws in the back right there. And,
That's just someone who
But,
knows their video games.
yeah, oh yeah, this guy was serious. Like he had a list with him at all times, and he bought another game that's about $200 called Color a Dinosaur. And that's another game on the NES where you literally color a dinosaur, but it's like a rare game. You know, like it's like a
Mario Paint.
No, it's more rare than that. It's like a couple $100.
Oh
or
no,
more.
I didn't mean rare, but I'm saying like it was Mario
Oh, like
Paint.
similar. Yeah, maybe like a more primitive version of Mario Paint, pretty much. And I think DuckTales 2 was another rare game that we managed to get in. There was a few good collections, and one time somebody brought in a Japanese Dreamcast, and he just left it. He was like, "Here, you guys can take this." So I took it, and I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother!" The only problem is I didn't know that the Japanese Dreamcast can play like all region games, so like American games. So I thought I had
Yeah.
to get Japanese games. So I bought the Japanese version of Sonic Adventure, and then I realized that I can't play it. Well, I can't really play it because it gives you specific instructions, like go to this place to find this thing. So like and there's no English translation on the game, obviously. So I gotta like look up a guide every time to know where to go. And I could have bought the American version, but I didn't know I could play it because I didn't look that up first.
You didn't do your
Like a dude.
research. Oh my
Like
god.
a fool. Yep.
True fool.
But yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff that I got in terms of games. The games is definitely the best part of the job because the people who bought games were generally the most fun to talk to because they were generally not terrible.
They're generally nut jobs.
Yeah, I mean there are definitely some very characteristic individuals that bought games, that's for sure. And like there was one guy actually, and he was probably like 50 or 60, and he had like severe problems obviously, and he was balding.
What's with you and your
And,
stories about people with problems? Do you just like making fun of people?
No, I'm just pointing out. I'm just telling you what this guy was like. He was balding and he drooled all over himself. And he would always wanted Sega Genesis games, so he looked at the games and he'd be like, "What's that game?" So you had to take all the games out and he'd be like, "What's that about?" And it'd just be like a baseball game or something. And he always bought something. Like he was guaranteed to buy something after he asked you what a certain game was like 100 times. And then he always drooled all over the glass, like 'cause he'd have so much drool in his shirt and everything, and it'd be like, oh my god. But he bought stuff though, you know. It's not his fault. Obviously something's wrong with him, but
What if
you always had
nothing's
to
wrong with
explain
him?
to
What
him.
if he just like drooling on your counter because he thought you were such a piece of shit?
Oh, so he's actually normal, and as soon as he walked out of the
Whoa.
place, he was
Whoa.
like, "Ha, fooled him again."
He's normal. Whoa.
Well, I mean,
Ridiculous,
does
as
the
if you just
sound
said
of
that.
this
Trying to say
guy-
just because you don't drool all over things, you're not normal, or you're normal.
What? I mean,
Wow.
come on.
How could you say
Wow.
that?
True piece of shit.
I know, truly one of the worst things ever said. That's for sure.
Yep. Heard it here
But
first.
no, I don't know. That was one such character, and there's a lot of NES games and stuff. I bought a lot of NES. I bought an NES in there as well. There's one lady that brought like 4 in one time, so I just picked the best one of the lot.
You got the pick of the litter.
The pick of the litter, yeah. Games are always the best stuff to put out. And my least favorite, I never liked putting out tools and stuff like that. They're always really hard to price, and you'd always have to like really clean them. Like when guys like brought in like their whole tool collection, it would just be like full of like sawdust and shit like that, and it'd always be hard to give a price.
Because it was used. They used it right.
Well, yeah, that's the idea. Unless they just stole it, which I mean that happened too. When
They
a
stole
tool
it,
looked too
sprinkled
good-
sawdust on it, and they were like, "Here you go,
Yeah.
I used it."
When a tool looked too new, you knew something was up. You know, like it was obvious. Like there's something crazy going on here.
But what if they just really took care of their tools? What if they took pride in their tools?
Well, then good on them. Good on them for keeping them clean. I also guess you can say. I'm trying
Because
to think
there are people who do
DVDs.
that.
Well, yeah, but they were not the people who brought in immaculate looking stuff to the pawn shop. That's for sure.
Wow, why are you stereotyping people? You judging based on
Well,
their situation because they're coming to the pawn shop?
yeah, but you get a pretty good idea about what's gonna happen when you work at the pawn shop long enough.
Well, because you're judging someone?
And sometimes you can be proved wrong. You know, you never know what's gonna
Bro-
happen.
Wow,
Every
you should know
interaction's
that.
different.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Curtis sees a
Okay.
homeless man and doesn't think he could own anything clean. What a
What
guy.
are you talking-
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people bringing in obviously brand new tools. you
Yeah,
know?
what if the tool...
I just realized that
What-
I accidentally clicked off the voice chat.
Wow. What if the tool wasn't... Like, maybe they got it as a gift and they were like, okay, well, I'm selling this thing.
There was never a situation where somebody brought in like old tools that were super clean because they kept it clean.
How do you know?
Because I'm talking about all the times that I encountered tools and all the times I encountered tools.
Uh-huh. But how do you know 100% they
You're
weren't just
You're
clean
just
tools?
being contradictory to me just to
But
just
no,
to do
but
it.
like at the same time, genuinely, like, how do you know that someone's tools that brought in were very clean weren't just clean tools?
Yeah, or like, what if they got them as a gift, and like they never use them?
Because me personally, I don't take care of my tools, but I know a lot of people who will take care of their tools, and like they'll have them for like 10 years plus and clean them like nonstop all the time.
Well, good on them. This is a dumb conversation.
Well, but you're the one who says just because they're bringing it and it's clean, they must have stolen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean clean. I mean obviously brand new. Like,
Okay,
with
but even if it's brand new,
everything.
maybe they got a tool and they just never used it.
Maybe they did.
Have you? Do you not buy things?
This is a stupid conversation.
Is it a stupid conversation, or are you just saying it is because we're calling you out for being a judgy person?
This is dumb. We're not even talking about anything.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're talking about you judging people.
Oh, okay. As if you're perfect and you've never judged anyone in your life.
Did I
with
say
split
I was?
appearances. Every single person in the world judges people with split appearances.
That's
and
wrong.
sometimes
Not
they get
everyone.
proven wrong. No, I would say everyone looks at somebody and they automatically make a judgment, whether subconscious or consciously. You make a judgment of somebody right away. You know.
But what about people who are completely of neutral mind and they don't care?
I don't think that's a thing. I think every single person judges everybody.
So you're saying those
not verbally, not like aloud, but like in your brain, you make a judgment when you see people.
you're saying those like
think
hardcore
something.
Buddha monks who don't talk and just sit.
This is so stupid.
But no, it's not stupid. I'm having a rebuttal.
Hardcore Buddha monks. How many of those guys have you met?
I'm not saying I've met them. I'm saying, what about them? Are you sure 100% that they judge everyone they see, or at least one person they see?
I don't know what goes on in their brains. How about we get
But then,
one of them
so then,
on
how
to
do you know
interview
that
them?
every person in the world
I would
judges
say
someone?
the vast majority
There
of human
you
beings
go.
judge people based on their appearances all
Yeah.
the time.
There you go.
Whether subconsciously or not, you do it. You just do it.
I'm
Like,
just
you
making
just do
sure
it in
you're
your
giving
brain,
me the right
know?
the right answer,
It's a
not
natural
telling
thing.
me that everyone does.
Telling me that there's monks or blind people or whatever that don't.
Well, no, because there's people who don't.
Well, I mean, if you're blind, you're not going to judge people based on their appearances.
Yeah, so
Maybe their
like
voice.
think about Helen Keller. She couldn't hear or see
Couldn't
them.
judge anyone.
She couldn't judge anyone. So boom, Curtis proved wrong. Got him.
Proved
I
wrong.
win.
How could she judge any?
She judged herself because she didn't know there was anyone else out in this world.
Oh god.
No,
I don't know.
that life must have sucked.
Yeah, I mean,
Think about if she could know that she was popularized because she just struggled.
yeah, like her whole legacy is just people being like, "What are you, Helen Keller? That's such a Helen Keller." Like her whole legacy is just like jokes when people
But
do
But that's
something
also
stupid.
she's known because of literally just having like a struggle of a life.
Yeah, pretty much. That's like her claim to fame. Like, yeah, what's her claim to fame? Life struggle.
If that never happened, instead of someone saying, "Are you Helen Keller?" it would literally just be, "Are you blind and deaf?"
It's not quite as catchy.
Well, are you?
I don't know.
You don't know if you're blind or deaf.
I don't know. I'm
I
gonna
think
have
that's
to do
a problem.
I'm gonna have to do an eye test.
Oh, we already know your
Ear
eyes
test.
don't work.
Yeah, you wear
okay.
glasses.
Yeah.
4 eyes.
People with glasses can't see, obviously.
So that's all of us. None of us, the three of us, we can't see.
I'm not wearing my glasses right now.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
So
I can see.
you can see, but when you put your glasses on, you can't see anymore.
No, when I put my glasses on, I'm going from 720p to 1080p.
Oh, so
it's a
just
little
an
less
upgrade.
grainy.
Oh, so
Dude,
when I take my glasses off, I'm seeing like 280p or something.
Now
like
you're
yeah,
seeing
dude,
in 0p.
I
you're
go to
blind.
I go to 140 buffering.
buffering.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are just
So that's
blind.
all glasses. That's all glasses are. It's just like an HD remaster to life or something.
An HD remaster to life, man. They remastered the wrong one.
Dude, HD vision wraparounds.
Yeah, or HD, like you can like adjust the colors and everything. And can we see life in 4K?
I don't know, Curtis. Will the simulation let you see in 4K?
Dude, our eyes
Ah.
can't see past 30 frames per second.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
That's my favorite saying.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
And it's very true. Based on
Very
Devin's
true.
reaction.
Fuck off. If it's true, how come my 144 hertz monitor looks so much smoother?
Because it's a lie.
Yeah, it is a lie because my computer's running at like 30 frames a second right now because it's a fucking pile of shit.
Yeah.
So it's running perfect for your eyes.
Fuck off. Not when it
It
dips
all-
below 30.
It all goes back to the eyes.
Yeah, that you don't have. You're
Oh
blind.
shit. Okay.
Are you
I
blind
know I
and
was
deaf?
blind. Yes, I am.
Got him. Haha.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think now. Like
Curtis
this
is now
week.
Helen Keller.
Okay.
No, he's not
This
Helen
week,
Keller. He's
like-
blind and deaf.
Oh, there we go. I don't even have anything interesting to say about anything that happened this week. Like it was just like another week, you know. Like, and I'm like, I got nothing, man.
Yeah, like another quarantine week.
Yeah, like there's really nothing to even like bring up of interest because it was raining a lot.
Yeah,
and
I literally at
wasn't-
work was just pouring rain, so I wasn't doing
Yeah.
much outside. And then all I did this week was like yesterday I went and brought my camera around, took photos with people. Like that's all I've done this week.
Mhm.
You posted those pics on Instagram.
Yeah. You wanna know
Good
how
thing
many
your
photos
friend
I
wasn't
took?
wearing black Air Force Ones. Those
Yeah.
are the most dangerous shoes ever.
What?
You ever hear that? People with black Air Force Ones are the most dangerous people ever.
No.
They're degenerates.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. So you gotta watch out for that. But Mikey, how do you know they're not degenerates? What if they're a Buddhist monk wearing
Oh
black
my
Air Force
god,
Ones?
what? That makes no sense. They wouldn't anyways because those like hardcore Buddhist monks don't wear shoes.
You think they never wear shoes? What do they do when they go walk on rocks?
You're supposed to walk across the rocks with no shoes on.
I know. The
God,
more I thought about that,
you
the
just
more I
got
realized it
you
was
just
stupid.
pranked yourself.
Prank myself.
You got
yes.
punked.
I did it. I really did it.
Yeah. Imagine
But-
trying to make fun of me and then failing.
I failed miserably.
Yeah.
I probably gotta go grocery store get some more brio. I love me some brio.
Brio.
That's that good old bitter Italian soda. It tastes like
What?
yeah, it's in like beer bottles, but it's like
So sorry.
weird
So it's in
kinda
a
like
bottle.
cherry soda.
It's in a bottle.
Well, yeah,
Just
but
'cause it's in a
beer
bottle-
shaped like a beer bottle.
Yeah, but a lot of
Yeah, but-
bottles are shaped like beer bottles.
Yeah, but that's the easiest way to put it. That like when I say that, you instantly know. Like when I say bottle, like I could be talking about like a Snapple bottle.
Yeah,
or
but if you just
something.
said like glass bottle, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but saying beer bottle is just a very easy way of getting my point
Because
across.
beer's on your mind, isn't it? Beer's just always on your mind.
Like it's just a universal way. like-
Yeah? Are you sure? Universal way of beer being on your mind?
Okay, sure. But no, it's good. I gotta get some of that. Everybody some more.
Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Mikey's sending porn. Oh,
No.
I want to go back to this. You sent in our Discord Xbox Games with Gold Destroy All Humans is on Games with
Yeah.
Gold right now. When did Destroy All Humans get released on an Xbox?
Like OG. I don't know.
Is that like the original?
Yeah, the
Destroy All
original one.
Humans? Oh.
Yeah, it's backwards compatible.
Wait, like this is but like original Xbox Destroy All Humans?
hmm
Oh, I didn't know that happened. I've never known that came up because for the longest time I could just never find Destroy All Humans besides
yeah, well,
PlayStation.
Now you can
'cause
get it right there.
buy it for me, even though it's free.
It's free.
I know. Buy it for me.
Just go install it, dude.
No, buy it for me,
I'll come to your house, install it on your Xbox for you.
please. You'd have to find my controller first. Oh wait, it's right
Yeah,
in front of me. Never mind.
Hope
was
you don't
gonna
have a
say-
password
Not so
set.
hard to find it.
I do. You'd have to guess it.
Oh no.
It's a 6
One
digit.
one 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 one.
Oh, no, because there's no numbers.
Oh no.
Shit.
It's the pressing buttons on the controller
All right.
passcode.
It's so annoying.
I actually
Up,
don't
up,
mind
up,
it
up,
because
up.
I just use D-pad, so it turns on. I quickly press in the passcode and that's it.
Is it like up up down down left right?
No, it was the easiest thing to do. It was just do up down down left right because it's right there.
Yeah. First half of the Konami code too.
And it's
What's our stand?
what?
What's our stand on phone lock screens? Like swipe in the weird pattern or like
No,
numbers?
fuck the
like-
pattern. have.
right? Like the patterns are dumb.
I'm
Like
so
the
happy iPhones don't
like
have that
the
anymore.
3 dot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
3 by
have
3
that.
dot.
I have that, but I also use the fingerprint.
Yeah, you have fingerprint,
Oh.
Yeah.
but I use because I don't have fingerprint because iPhone. Face ID is
I don't
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
shit.
No, I love
that's
Face
That's
ID.
training. That's training robot armies. That kind of shit.
yeah, and I can unlock my phone wearing sunglasses or without sunglasses, so I don't care.
Oh,
Boom.
good job. Their facial recognition program's gonna
Got
be
'em.
so advanced now.
Chris, you're
literally,
implying, you're
that's
implying
why
that
they have
security
technology
cameras
like
aren't doing
that.
the same thing right now.
Oh, I know, but that's why they have technology like that. You know your phone's always listening to you. That's why all that crazy shit always comes up, like in ads, like something you were just talking about. Or
yeah,
whatever.
and that's just like
Like,
that's just like whatever. I don't even care anymore. It's
yeah, I
like,
mean,
eh.
that's just like,
That's
I mean,
life.
what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna not use my phone. It's just like one of those. It's weird. It's one of those things that everybody just like accepts as like, yeah, that's what. Yeah, phones listen to everything you say. Oh, whatever.
It's 10 times funnier though when you get like an ad for something stupid you talked about. Like,
Yeah, and then, like-
before when I told someone I was like, it just kept saying gonna shove a dildo in someone's ass, and then all of a sudden I get dildo ads.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. Like you got like literally these companies find ways like Alexa. They find ways to just put like spy devices in your house, and they're just like, oh, it plays music.
The
You know, like, it's
Alexa
funny.
was I hated that thing. I have
Right?
my
And-
Google.
and like think about the people who are like, I gotta put Alexa in every room
well,
or something like that.
well, the worst thing is I've never had the issue minus when the Google Home sometimes loses for whatever reason it loses its connection, and then it just like breaks itself, and it all of a sudden just goes set up your Google Home, and it'll read out this whole thing about setting up your Google Home.
oh,
and
that's pretty annoying.
I don't know why it does it, but that's the only like downfall
Yeah.
I've had with it. The Alexa's been broken so many different times that it oh fuck, what is it? It's it starts laughing.
Oh,
I don't know if
fucked.
you've heard about this.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I had it happen
It's
once,
evil.
and
all,
I
all
unplugged
this
it.
This technology is all evil. You know,
I-
but it's again, we just accept it. Like me.
No,
like I've said,
I
I'm
wasn't
Not,
accepting
I'm not
it.
taking a stance. I'm not taking a stance. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna rip my phone battery off. Otherwise, it knows where I am at all times. But it's just funny that we've all just accepted these kind of things. You know.
The moment though the Alexa laughed, I unplugged it. I was like, "Fuck it, no longer using this thing."
Yeah, that's some literally evil shit.
Yeah.
Like straight up genuine evil.
I see it come up every once in a while. Like it just happens randomly every once in a while. People are like, "Yep, they're Alexas. We're just fucking going, ha ha ha."
I think it's so stupid to have an Alexa. Like I think that's just so. I don't know.
It's kind of like back in the day, they'd be like, you don't share your personal information online. Don't use your name.
Yeah, and then Facebook comes around and it's
Yeah,
like,
and then
use
now
your
people
name,
are
use your
posting like
picture,
selfies all the time,
post
like their
what your job
locations.
is, post where you were born, post everything, post who your family
But
is.
you still don't have to do that.
I know, but it encourages you to do
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah, so
Like-
many people do it.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like I'm not saying it's impossible for me to get doxxed, but I'm saying it's like it's a lot harder for me because I have like all of that kind of information. Just like if that information is anywhere, it's on a private portion. So like my Facebook's private. Nobody can see like my
Well, yeah,
job
you
or
gotta-
anything.
You gotta lock that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always thought like I never put like a job on Facebook. To me, that was just like kind of silly to fill out those kind of categories.
Just
for
don't
me,
accept
so-
random friend requests.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. See, there you go. Well, I mean, yeah, because you have like 17 friends on Facebook.
I have 41. I cut my. Okay, I'll just say to the listeners. After high school, I cut my friends list down to 18 people, and I built it back up to 41 in the last 6 years. 'cause
I built my Facebook.
I just keep people on there that matter, or that I'm like actively keeping my life. You know.
Social media marketers hate this guy. See how he grew his Facebook friends list to 41 friends.
Well, no, I mean, like, think about it. Like, it kind to me, it makes sense. Like, I just want people on there.
No,
who
but
I-
it's
who
just
I
like how
actually
you said I
care about.
grew it back up. It just sounds like some shitty
Oh, I grew it
fucking
back
like
up. Yeah,
some
like some
shitty,
scheme. Like,
let me help
watch how
you.
this man went from 18 to 41 in 6 years.
Built it back up. Built
Yeah.
started from nothing.
I
Yeah,
really hate when it pulls your location. That's just the weirdest thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
And one thing that freaked me out is how it'll attach things. So like, and I found this out 3 years ago when I would look at stuff on Redbubble, and I was signed into a certain Gmail, and then I went on like say the college computers, and I signed in on Gmail. I'd get the ads of stuff that I looked up on Redbubble
yeah.
on random sites, and I was like, oh, okay, this shit's just following me from like Google. You know, like they're just like
me.
following me everywhere I go, everywhere I sign in with that email. It's just they have like that packet of this is what this guy was looking up kind of thing, you know.
Here's our we have our 10-page expose on what the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, exactly. Like here he is looking up weird K-On stickers or something.
Here
like
he
that,
is
you know,
being
or
a
that-
weeb.
Or look, getting that SpongeBob, or getting that Patrick putting a giant pumpkin into SpongeBob's mouth screenshot shirt or something.
Did you buy that?
Yeah, I did. That's that black shirt I have. You know that screenshot in the show where it's Patrick holding a giant pumpkin and SpongeBob has a funnel in his mouth and he's laying down and Patrick's about to drop the giant pumpkin
Yeah.
in his mouth? Yeah, I got that shirt 'cause it's awesome. It's a great screenshot from the show.
That's just so
I
weird.
love that shirt. I know it is.
So weird.
It is, but I love it. Like it's such a vivid image. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just
Yeah,
that's
it's
just so
classic.
weird.
It's one of those I saw it on Rebel and I bought it like immediately. I
It's-
didn't even think about it.
It's like though, imagine you get set up on a blind date with this guy, or you just meet this guy
And
on
he's
Tinder.
wearing that
Yeah, or you
shirt?
meet this guy on Tinder and you go for a first date and he's wearing just that shirt. It's just
Yeah, that would paint a weird image for
Oh,
sure. I
fuck.
wouldn't deny that.
That would be hilarious.
That would paint a very unusual image.
I think I
got a
need
lot
to
of
buy
shirts
that
like
shirt.
It's good. I mean, you're gonna make an impact. People are gonna remember that shirt. you
No, but I mean, I should get that shirt and then have it like meet someone and like talk it up and make it sound like I'm such a not
know?
normal,
A normal
but like
person, but you never talk about the image on your shirt.
yeah, I just never talk about like SpongeBob or anything, and then I meet them for the first
Yeah.
time and they just see me wearing a fucking that shirt and they just
Yeah.
go, "What the fuck is this guy?"
And otherwise, you normally got nice jeans and everything
Yeah.
else on, and you're just like, hey,
I-
hey, how's it going?
And I have to
Alright.
like the whole time I talk about like sports or something like that, I never assume myself towards like cartoons or anything. I just show up
Yeah.
with that shirt on there. It's like, what the fuck
I
is
almost
this
bought
person?
a shirt this week. You know, outside of corner stores, how they have the ice coolers with that logo. You know, the logo just says ice.
Yeah.
With like the.
You buy, or you
I
gonna
almost
buy
bought a shirt that had that on it this week, and the shirt just says ice, and it has like the. And I was like,
Oh.
oh my god, that's the thing that they have outside corner stores. But I stopped myself. I'm like, maybe I won't buy it.
I would have bought that.
I might still do it. I don't know. It's in my cart on Amazon, so we'll see.
Amazon just
It's
has
just funny,
all
it's
the
what-
weird
it's-
stuff.
It's one of those things that you would never look up. I would never think, oh, I want a shirt of the ice logo that's on coolers. But it came up and I was like, I want this. I need this. You know, like it was one of those.
Gotta
things
have
that
it.
just finds you. Yeah, like because it's just it's so random. It's so weird. It's not so random XD. It's just literally so random.
So random XD.
Like yeah, it's not that. Like it's just literally like, oh, the ice logo outside of the ice coolers at corner stores. That's some weird shit. I don't know.
I want to get a picture of LA Turtle pointing at a map saying I'm moving to Algeria.
I don't even know who.
Aw,
that
you
is,
don't
or
know.
what that is.
Mikey, do you remember the video dying?
I
Oh,
can't
fuck.
remember it.
You just literally Googled dying.
This guy.
Oh, this guy. I remember when you
Yeah.
showed,
Oh,
when you
him,
showed
yeah.
us this guy.
He goes by
Oh,
Evan
okay.
Breen too.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Okay.
So but in the second one, he points at a map and just says, "I'm moving to Algeria."
oh
So I
yeah,
just
dude,
want
yeah,
a fucking shirt.
very vivid. I mean, yeah, like I found like with shirts, you want to get something that's a little subtle, and that's so like boom. You want to get something a little quirky or
Quirky.
or subtle, not too crazy.
Quirky or
nothing-
subtle.
Nothing too like, whoa, dude, what is that? you're just looking up dying to.
No, I just
find
want
the image.
Well, not just the image. I just want the part. You can keep talking. I don't care.
Oh, I'm just waiting for you to find this part in dying to. Okay, here we
Okay.
go.
And this time for people watching and listening, you can hear the YouTube video this time. I fixed that issue because for the last 2 or 3 episodes, I haven't been recording desktop audio. I need to make that known. Okay.
And opening your mouth. What in the fuck is that supposed to be? I'm gonna move to Algeria.
You see, you just want a shirt of that with the cat. You want the text? I'm gonna move to Algeria.
Yeah,
or
just
a
for
pic-
no
yeah.
fucking reason.
Yeah. Wait, you moved to Algeria. They wear masks and
Guaranteed though, I'd wear that in public, and
masks on their head.
someone would just be like, "Oh, you want to move to Algeria?"
or they've seen Dog Day Afternoon and they're like, hey, I remember that scene.
Yeah, and then I'll go, "Okay, I don't," then walk away.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't remember the scene where Al Pacino talks to his
Sorry, say the
trans
movie
wife
again?
on the phone in Dog Day Afternoon?
Yeah, let me remember
Look
that
up
movie.
Dog Day Afternoon, Algeria. It's a really good movie. One of Pacino's greatest performances in that film. He's absolutely
Well, I
incredible.
can't really play it, so
He's incredible in that movie. That phone call conversation was insane, and John Cazale was really good.
that wasn't supposed to happen.
It was loud.
I've never seen this.
It's a really good movie.
Okay, I'm
76,
surprised you didn't just get
1976.
mad that I haven't seen it.
Well, I wouldn't expect you. I never even heard about this movie until like months ago.
You didn't see this movie I watched?
No, I didn't. I mean, like I said, I didn't even see the thing until December. So, you know,
I didn't see you
it's
until
not
December.
like it's not a movie that's like one of those you have to watch this, otherwise what are you? You know, it's whatever.
It's
It's a
whatever.
good film. It's a good film. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's good. Does that do it for this episode of the Boys Only cast?
Well, how long have we been
Well.
recording?
Little
Over
over
an
an
hour.
hour. But it's fucking 9:15 on a Sunday night.
Yeah, I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
All right, well.
Ooh.
Now we got a late start, so it's gonna be shorter because I gotta get stuff started to edit this out tomorrow and make it so my pussy's wet.
Gross.
Do it.
All right, here, let me pick up my water bottle. Just pour it on my
What
lap.
episode is this? Is this episode 9 or 8 or something?
This is episode 8 because you asked this question last time when it was episode 7.
Okay,
Which
so-
means these have to be the bad episodes, right? Because this is the 3rd trilogy.
Oh, is that how it works?
Sorry, I'm
Rip.
just doing a callback because the 3rd trilogy did a callback, so we're also doing a callback.
Very, very clever.
Boom.
So clever. I don't believe
I'm-
it.
Call me JJ Abrams
Yeah.
because I'm about to ruin this shit. Now, he actually was probably the only good part about it. All right, are we wrapping this
I
business?
guess so. Let's just do it up. Wrap it up.
All right. Because Curtis likes to hear the word degloving before we end, that was the
Oh, you
boys only.
idiot.
Can you not talk over me while I'm trying to do the outro, Mr.
Yeah, you
Curtis?
idiot.
Yeah, you big dumb stupid head. That was episode 9 of the boys only cast. Curtis, quickly, what's the title?
The title is something to do with the PS5.
Something
It
to
has
do with the
be something
PS5.
with the PS5.
Boys only cast
Degloved.
episode
That's the title.
9.
The title is
PS5
something
degloved.
to do with the PS5. PS5 degloved.
PS5 degloved is now the title. Look at episode 7.
Instead of like an unboxing,
Yeah.
you call the video PS5 degloving.
All right, that's what it's called. That's going to be it for the boys only cast episode 7 where we degloved the PS5. Once again, every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Give us a rating or tweet us on the Twitters at the Boys Only Fort. That's it for us. I'm gonna go deglove
Okay, have fun.
on video for Curtis.
Oh, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.